So we're redoing one sub only. Not because it got above this update, but a long time ago. And I guess I forgot to do until now. Last time I did this was, I believe, update 8. And it got to around 89. And the changes I got was basically mostly to Preemptive and Energizer. So the Preemptive now gets stronger base damage. So it does like 10 damage with 15 more surround damage or ball damage. Something along the lines of that. On top of that, Energizer does more damage too. So I think in combination with those two things, we can push it past 89. I think last time I did it, I only used Sub Commander most of the way for damage. Okay, so I think what I'm supposed to do here is, first off, Air Burst and Barb Darts, and then Heat Tip for around 28 leads. I'm pretty sure an O2 4 sub can solo up to the mid-40s. Maybe even a strip for Sub Commander. That would make the early game really easy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can just strip save for Sub Commander with this amount of money. All we gotta do is beat 47, I think. And as you can see, 47 is really not that bad. And there it is. That was the easiest starter ever for a tower. Yeah, this thing is doing better than I expected. Here's 86, another round you can beat. Yeah, interestingly enough, if anyone noticed, BFB hitboxes are bigger than ZMGs, question mark. You saw the commander was hitting BFBs, but not the ZMGs over in that band, which is kind of strange. Can't quite explain the phenomena for that, but that's interesting. I think it beats 87 solo as well. Wow. We'll beat this part, but we'll die to the last couple here. Pretty close, though, not gonna lie. I think we'll sell for Preemptive 052. Airburst, so it shoots more ballistic missiles. And I guess that Airburst attack does do a little bit. Provided this thing got buffed, so it does insane SRAM damage. Insane as in it takes like 4 missiles for it to kill the SRAMs, which could make a difference. It kind of looks like it still falls behind, though, right? Yeah. Still a bit short with the Preemptive. Let's try something interesting. What if I don't use the Preemptive ability for the first call Moab so that, I don't know, we don't pop them early, so we have to deal with only a couple SRAMs at a time. 2 different waves so that we have more time to deal with the first one. Don't die here, please. Okay. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna first strike now, so that it gets the SRAMs underneath. You saw that? Big brain plays. Now what, though? I don't know if Preemptive can take down the rest of this, but it actually isn't as bad as it might seem, because they're more grouped, which is better for explosions, as you saw. And I think if I get first strike in time, I can first strike the ceramics. Hey, there we go. And GG, right? Don't die to this, don't die to this. Nice. Newest highest round for one sub, fellas, but I think there's plenty of rounds for it to go. Round 90 is easy. I think this round will die to the spaced F-Cerams, right? Yeah. Alright, so here's where the Energizer comes in handy. Because look, it actually does pop it very quickly at that, which is good. Now the question is, does it beat BFBs on its own? It's honestly pretty close. It gets it down to pretty much all ceramics. I think we can probably sell back into Preemptive 052 to clean up. The thing is, since it's not fortified, it makes it so much easier for the Preemptive to clean up, you see? Alright, Preemptive OP. I think I probably need to buy into Energizer for this part. Yeah. I think it just has to be an angle where I go for the Energizer maybe earlier, so I don't die to the F-Strems, because it can't kill them, as you see, right? But now what for the other 20 F-Moabs, which I can't beat? I guess I just gotta quickly buy back Preemptive 052. I'll try to use a first strike here to break some Moabs down. But you see, it's not going... Yeah, I don't know. I can just keep first striking, maybe? First strike micro, perhaps? I don't know. Just first strike everything, instead of actually popping the Moab. So, like, I'll first strike each ZMG individually. Oh, whoops, I pop balloons. That's not good. And then I'll use another first strike now. You saw there. Splash damage to the first strike. Helped. And then now I gotta time my first strike ability here. For this part. Now. You saw that? Unfortunately, we're a bit short. It kind of works, though, right? We're just gonna go fast here. So, first strike here, nice. 8 mobs left. Do I first strike here? Screw it. Oh, this is it. Nice, okay. Right? Yeah, finally. Holy crap. Holy crap. We did it. Round 92 is doable with the sub. This round should be easy. Because, yeah. Wait, I'm actually out of money, I just realized. Wait, $1,000. Wow, I have to use everything that round. Hopefully this sub can just solo. And then we'll live happily ever after. My last-ditch resort would be to go for Energizer. But it looks like the solo, that's good. Think it can beat 94, though? Maybe. Again, if it's not fortified, the Preemptive actually destroys the SRAMs inside so easily. So there's actually a good shot at this working, see? Looks good. When do I first strike? I'll use one now. If I beat this UMG here, I can first strike this part. Nice. Contrary to popular belief, 95 might not be death because this thing has insane group damage. And it'll destroy every mob and DDT. Actually, it might get Pierce Capped. Hang on. Wait, I can sell for Energizer. Remember. Do I have to, though? Yeah, I have to, yeah. Okay. Unfortunately, he's just getting Pierce Capped. I'm gonna use First Strike to maybe beat the first clump of the wave. Just to buy me more time. There we go. Please. I think we got too late. Yeah, I don't know. The only thing I could possibly do is sell for Energizer earlier, but then I can't beat the last DDT. So you see, we survive this with Energizer now. I need to get Preemptive. The money's not there, GG. Think that's the end of the road, guys. Actually, no, this is a log, it's not end of the road. But you know what I mean. Okay, fine. We'll try one last try. We will try Sub-Commander if we survive this. Wait for all the leads. There we go. Quickly. 025 on strong. Who cares? Let the lead leak if we can pop it. And Cerams. That's so close. New run. This time I actually got every DDT. So if this works, I can just get Sub-Commander. And that's it. I won't beat 96 because I can't buy back Preemptive Strike, I don't think, with the money. But hey, we beat 95. So let me just verify that that's the end. Yeah, I'm too short of Preemptive now. We spent too much money in 92. But that's still pretty impressive. 7 rounds for the Sub-Commander, or just a sub in general. Pretty good for the 1 tower challenge, especially for such cheap tier 5s. The monkey boat requires a redo because, well, as you already know, Pirate Lord got big buff. I think I died on 102 last time because of lack of money, because I couldn't hook in buy or sell the Pirate Lord infinite times. Maybe now, since the Pirate Lord's stronger, it can survive more rounds. Surviving more rounds without having to sell in between means more money to work with. I think if I recall, I can just go for Merchantman and then straight up farm to favorite trades. Now we can just buy hotshots for the leads, and yeah. This has double attack speed, if you didn't know, compared to Merchantman, which was already cased last time I tried one boat, so this will all be the same. But in case you didn't see that time, then yeah. It's a very easy save up, thanks to the money you're making. Oh, yeah, right, we got Train Empire right before round 40, so this is an easy way to beat the Moab. Because Empire gets extra damage. Don't forget to put the Empire on last too, for 10% attack speed. So that should help us. Hey, Riga Farm, could you not? Riga Farm, could you not? I'm gonna take that. Even though it's a couple lives I probably couldn't have, I could have saved, but whatever. We're alive, so screw it. So let's see 55. This is where I died last time with 1 Empire, but on last with the attack speed buff. I think if we get the DT on it faster, you see this round is suddenly doable, right? Back at first for a bit. There's a lot of balloons. Even more balloons. We're fine. Nice. The longer we can go with this 1 tower, the more money we can make. 57, I think we can actually beat with targeting micro, right? Yes, sir. I will squeeze every last drop of life we can get if we can make more money per round. How do you suppose I beat the Ricos here? What if I put on first? Does that help? Or am I just dead to Riga farms? I think we survive this. Barely again. 3 lives. Okay. Now I have no leeway for the rest of the game. I don't know if that was a good idea or not. Okay, let's stop playing around now. I don't think that one round was worth it, honestly, for the money, but whatever. Let's go to P-Lord now, right? Last time I went for the Cure Flagship, but I think now, with the buff, P-Lord solo is longer, right? Cure Flagship got up to round 95 solo, but right. Forgot to mention that P-Lord actually gives you money poking stuff in, so that's actually a good idea. Even if this doesn't survive as long, because it'll probably make more money from hooking all these mobs in. So we basically should be using the hook constantly. Who'd ever thought? I had 130k going to 95. So I just want you to use that for reference when we get there. Like, if you saw how broken it was in Chips mode, just imagine now that you're in normal mode and this thing actually gives you money. So you have even more utility on top of the already absurd damage of this guy. Be curious to see if this guy can actually solo 95, because it actually does do some DT damage, thanks to the fiery DOT. You saw there, yeah. I only hooked in 3 of the DTs, but its main attack just destroyed it did the damage itself. Looks like we're positive $45,000 just thanks to Pirate Lord. That's insane. Now let's put it on last. Let's see if we can beat DTs here with the P-Lord buff. I think we gotta switch to the first for the SRAMs here, like now, before it gets through. It's only likely though, I probably do need to do some Barbara selling. It's doing a good job, but we're leaking a little bit, and we can't afford, because we lost those lives earlier. Let's do 5 P-Lords into Flagship. So last one. Flagship now. Quickly. Because this does better DT damage overall. And you see, yeah, it definitely does better this round. For sure, compared to P-Lord. So, how does it do? Come on, Flagship, don't suck. Don't suck. I don't have any... I had no spare lives. Luckily, it clutched up for us, so that's good. I think at this point, what I should do is I should maybe beat all the BFBs with Flagship, and then sell it for P-Lord, just to make more money again for hooking in the ZMGs. And it's good for 98, you know? Like that. I think the only chance here is basically hook in the majority of the wave, so I'll hook in every ZMG. That's 8 of them. So there it is, every ZMG. Now we only have the casual 15 45 BFBs to work with. Guys, I still think this dies, which is unfortunate. Come on. Does Flagship beat 24 45 BFBs? It might just. Yeah, it's fine. It works. Okay, so there actually is a use for the Flagship. Parlor isn't always strictly better, so I should probably just do 3 P-Lords this round to be safe. Just gotta do it the dirty way, so 85k and 99. I will note that last time, I only had $10,000 going into round 100, so there you can already see the difference. Flagship should also solo round 100 here, please. Yes. I think I just gotta make sure that the DTs don't get too far. So I'll sell now. I see the first Fortify coming in. We must hook it in and kill it. Okay. So it is at this point that I have to get another tower, right? Because I'll die to the SRAMs here, I'm pretty sure. Actually, I'm clutching up here, barely. Please. Come on. It's a ZMG explosions that basically, or the ZMG just blocks the explosions. Okay, I think this is the last one. I'm gonna put it a bit more to the right. So hopefully the explosions are cock blocked by the ZMGs. Come on, clutch up SRAMs. Okay, yeah, much better now that the ZMG isn't being annoying. Right? Nice. And 1 and 2 is done. We at least can get... Oh, wait, actually, there's one more. That's no biggie, right? Just a couple of... Yeah, just got mobs, easy. So this round was Hell on Earth, right? Yeah, that's a lot of Moabs. I think this is a Flagship round. Well, let's see if Flagship can do it, because if not, then I don't think anything else will. All those bolt buffs only get 1 more round. I guess I'm not too surprised, because yeah. Again, a 20k tower in Pirate Lord can only be so strong. It certainly helped get us more money to allow us to beat 102, but yeah. 50k won't do anything when you don't have the power for infinite Moabs. So I've only ever done Ezili, the one Ezili run once. That was when she got released, and she only got to round 32 at that time. But now, of course, it is time to revisit that. Just to reiterate her buffs, she got the Battle treatment and that Heartstopper. You see it's updated. It used to only prevent Riku from happening for like 6 seconds, but now it slows balloons too? I don't know where in the patch notes it says it slows balloons down, because yeah, I don't see it either. Since when does it slow? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. We can see for ourselves here. Wait. Use the ability? Well, I can't use it, right? There's no purples in range. I think this is probably, I don't know. They mistyped it or something? Because that's not a thing. That's strange. Anyways. Yeah, it basically, now that it pops purples, we don't die to 25 and 32. So, yeah. She probably won't make it a super far amount because, again, Ezili isn't really a DPS hero. So don't expect it to get to, like, round 90 solo. It'll probably still be a 30s kill, but we'll see how much improvement it is. So let me buy level 6 here, and do I need to use the Heartstopper this round? Yeah, probably. There's no Regos to 25. So let me use this now, and then put it on first, so they will die. And also rip my road spikes, that pink is gonna leak. Unlucky. Funnily enough, the white balloons are easier to beat than the pinks, because they turn down to blues, but the pinks, the sheer amount of them just makes them run on by, because you see, that DT's put it in work. Let me just Heartstopper here. Let me actually put it on strong, because I want to kill the purples down to blues first, and then deal with the Regos later, I guess. Maybe that Heartstopper was a bad time. I think it's actually not bad. We still have our mana shield up, so this is okay. And alright, not bad, not bad. Pink balloons, why must you exist? Down to 179. Do I do Sacrificial Totem for round 27? I think so. It's important because it has Pierce, so that would help for the yellows here. Come on. Use it. Don't forget. Camo. Or rather, village range. Now look at that insane Ezili range. How do I deal with the zebras? I haven't figured that out yet. Should I Heartstopper for the... For them? Yeah. Let me Heartstopper now. So, last. I'm hoping that doesn't regrow. Yeah, do you see? They're still alive, so they're gonna regrow back to, like, greens or something. Actually, no, they're fine. They're fine. Alright, cool. And now we tie. I'm gonna totem this round because, we need the attack speed with Ezili. And 33 is easy, so I can probably get away with that round with no issues. And there we have it. We're sitting at a pretty healthy amount of lives, not gonna lie. I feel like I gotta use totem, like, every single round now. Yeah, there's too many yellows. I have to do it now. Strong is basically the best I could do right now, by the way. I'll do close, actually, for more DOT. Just count the yellows as a lost cause. Oh. Do I take this? I'm gonna try to see if I get maybe over 50 lives. That would be better than 20. So let me just see how far I can get. Yeah, 24. This is worse than... Oh my god, my first run was fine. That was fine. Whatever. Let me just show you that I'm dead. I am as good as dead. See these pinks here? Yeah, there's no way I beat this without losing a bajillion lives. So, round 35 plus 3 rounds. That's not too surprising again for one Ezili. But there we have it. So we're continuing the one tower series with the texture this time because it got buffs. Big buffs. Mainly to the Infernal Ring. The last time this thing, I tried the one tower with Tack was version 8.0. So that was like 3 years ago. You got a couple buffs between then and nerfs too. But this is one that I think will make it last longer. Longer than its previous high of around 98, I believe. So the Infernal Ring gained 4 damage, 4 to 8. But the mold damage got decreased from 6 to 4. Overall, that's 4 plus damage to balloons, but plus 2 to Moabs. And also you can target the meteor now, so that will help for cases where, you know, you might need to target the first mob rather than the strongest. And also we're doing Resort, because I think it's going to be better than Logs because of the amount of loop-throughs it has. So there are purples, right? On 25 and 32. I think I should go for the Hotshots 302, right? And then we can go for Ring of Fire after round 32. Assuming this beats up to then, which it probably should since it's, well, Resort easy. Just to remind you guys, only a 0-2-0 village is allowed to help out since the tank can't pop camo. Minus the Infernal Ring Meteor. Also, in case you're wondering, yes, the cross-pathing. 5-2-0 is better than 5-0-2. Because apparently, well, at least when I looked at the pathology page, the 4-0-2, or the Ring of Fire benefits from cross-pathing, so this gives you more damage. This gives you more pierce, the middle path. But I don't see that for the Infernal Ring, only for the Meteor. In that case, the meteor gets one more pierce, 1 to 2, with 520. But the 502 gives more damage on the meteor. Overall, though, I think the more pierce is better, because we don't really need the single target damage of the meteor, because I'm pretty sure even a 520 can beat a bad. We'll find out, though. Okay, so we're in the clear, so Ring of Fire now, right? Yes, I'm not sure if it beats him up, though. But since it got extra damage, yeah, I think this update, Ring of Fire damage went from 3 to 5, and then you add 2, so it's 7. So it should be enough to beat a Moab, especially with the long track length. And then we gotta get rid of it for around 45, that's when purples come. I realize there's also one problem with this one Tack challenge, in that we have to sell more now, because I think when I last tried it, the Tack zone had normal type damage, but now it's down to sharp, so we need to keep selling for every lead round, which is going to hurt us in the money game. Super Maelstrom may not be a bad choice, actually, because it has about half the uptime, and I guess this map is long enough that we can get around that. Yeah, if I buy S-Mail by round 45, then I could do that. I can afford it, by the way. Should I? You know what, probably. Let's go for it. Question is, how long does this last solo? I guess we'll figure that out for ourselves. This is the only Tack, though, that gets normal type damage. So, yeah. I don't think we went for this the original time we did it. For those wondering, there was a document where I have a list of all the 1 towers and what I did for them, what round they got to. I will leave a link in the description, though, if you want to look for it. Yeah, if I had to guess, honestly, this SML will probably survive till the 70s, because that short cooldown means balloons will not be able to exit every time you get the ability up. So as long as, you know, the balloon doesn't have infinite HP, like maybe a ZMG, we'll probably be fine. Even if SML beats the, like, early 80 rounds, it's not worth it to keep it around, because, like, there's no purples till 95, and I don't think SML can sell till 95, so I'm probably just gonna I-ring after this round. No point beating around the bush, right? Yeah, I don't think so. I think we're just gonna go for it now. See ya. So as for, actually, before I place it down, what's a good spot for it? Because I feel like it has a lot of range, so I should put it low. Is that low enough, you think? I probably could have gone even lower, if I'm being honest. No, it doesn't matter, because I gotta sell this anyway, so it's not a big deal. Okay, never mind. Okay, so let me prep for the purples. So should I, like, pre-buy Maelstrom? Before I sell this next round, let me just show you the damage to the ceramics. Look at that. So insane. And here are the purples, and no damage, so S-Mail time. So I need to make sure every purple is dead before I go for the I-ring. Come on. Okay, good. Get it now. Like that. And there should be an easy kill, right? Put the meteor back in strong. Strong is generally the best targeting for the meteor. But obviously, again, it's nice to have some say in what you want it to do. Also, what's cool is that the I-ring doesn't get blocked by the other balloon, so the meteor will always, like, follow. It will hit the target, even if there's balloons in the way. So here's 98, by the way. This is where we died to. I think back when I tried it, Resort wasn't even a map yet, so that's why the original run was on logs. But yeah, look at this damage go, guys. You see Cerams getting through, but they don't go through another time because... Okay, JK, they do. I think it's getting Pierce Cap, actually. If I recall, the Pierce... They nerfed the Pierce from 60 to 40 for the Ring of Fire. So I wonder if that also applied to the I-Ring as well. Well, we have a new highest round for the Ring of Fire, by the way. 4 GGs left, so 2 more meteors, come on. It's so slow-moving and weak-homing. But we should be good here, yep. Nice. So remember, each meteor does 700 damage with DOT too, you see? It's about a 50 DOT every once in a while. So we just need like 30 meteor shots. 30 plus them to pop it. Might need 502 here, well, let me see. Fast forward. Nope, we don't need it. Look how easy that was. Like, while 502 might do more damage with the attack, the thing is, the extra range means I feel like 520 is still probably better, because, yeah, it's not getting pierce capped, really. Oh, purples. I might have needed to pre-buy S-Mail this round, because I don't have it up. Alright, will do. So, we gotta do instant S-Mail this round, and use that, and go back to I-Ring. The thing is, the purple rounds are set, so I should know what purples. Or what round has purples? Also, don't die, good. Okay, so this round has no purples, but 103 and 104 both have purples, which is going to be very annoying. We should have enough for the FZMGs here, right? Oh, the cerams are really scary, come on. Come on, I-Ring, you got this. You got this, you got this. Oh, that was close. Final shot there, okay, so... when do the purples come out? We gotta be careful for that. Okay, there's one set of purples here. Hopefully that's the only purple wave. I know there's multiple. But I gotta go now, come on. Nope. So how many purple waves are there? Apparently there's like 3. So there's 2 of them so far. I just want to see if I can keep I-Ring around. Nope, that's the end of the round. Okay, we got all of them. Now just don't die to the ceramics. Nope. We died to the ceramics. Alright guys, I got a crazy idea. Hear me out. What if Inferno Ring Micro... So every time you buy it, the meteor shoots out, but I don't think that's actually worth it. It does get damaged a little bit faster though, I think, right? Do that until I run out of money. Challenge. Actually, not too much, otherwise I'll have $0. I don't think that really gets the job done much faster. No, not really, not really. Nah. This round's just too hard, sadly, so that's gonna be the end. 103 for the Tack Shooter, plus 5 rounds. The extra 5 rounds doesn't do, like, how much stronger the Tack is much justice, though, because I think it's so much stronger than before. Because, again, basically double damage to ceramics, and a good amount, too, to Moabs. I mean, something is probably a really decent choice, I would say. So, I know the glue gun didn't get changed this update, but I still need to retry the glue anyways, because it did get patched, or got buffed in a previous update, where the balloon solver gets insane mold damage now, so... last time I tried this was a long time ago, back in version 10, and it died to 98, and the reason why I'm not starting for round 1 is because I don't think I need to buy Versatile at all, which is why we're just skipping all those rounds, and it pretty much dies to around 100, because there's not enough F-Bad damage, even with the increased solver damage, you'll see. But for now, let's just take a look and see, well, 98, 1 solver. Oh yes, I should mention that yes, it did get a buff this update, that it damages cerams faster, but that doesn't really affect the 1 tower too much. It does look like I have to sell at least once, though, because it does get pierce cap, so we just gotta move it left to right. That's no big deal. Alright, so basically, sell now, and get a new one over here. I don't know if I need to replace it on the other side, but we'll find out. There's a chance we may not need to replace it since we popped everything earlier. That's a lot of cerams, though. Come on, Solver, you got this, you got this. Is that 2 ceramics? Okay, I lose a bit of lives, but I don't care too much. Okay, so let me see. Okay, gets all of it there. I might quickly buy a new one, come on. Please pop all of it, though. Alright, this time, we do just fine. That's good. So, I don't know if this is enough to beat 99. I will see. If we'll probably just go super glue, honestly, but I just want to see if Solver's enough. First off. Probably not. That was our DD damage. I mean, it does actually do visibly solid damage, but yeah. We'll do super glue. So you want super glue and strong, then once the DDs pop, we can really go for Solver, is that right? Okay, this round might be a bit, require a bit more than I expect. What do I have to do here? What if I sold Solver now? Yeah, we want to get the Solver to beat the Moabs here, so I don't have to worry about them later, but that's not happening. Okay, maybe in that case I could just go for the super glue again. There we go. Stun them long enough so that I can get Solver last minute. Not having 2 glues work at once is really working against us here, as you see. One day glue will stack, yeah. It actually stacks in battles too, but we're not playing battles too, sadly. So yeah, I'm gonna need to figure out what I need to do for the DTs. Okay, let me try... oh, I missed ceramics, that's fine. Let me try this one close. Does it get all of them stunned? Okay, perfect, perfect. Now let's see if the ceramics hopefully don't get by, please. I need you not to get by. 3 of them, do I die? Okay, I'm taking that. So, I don't have to sell the village. I just go with the Solver. 520, that was an accident, but let's see if it works. Nope, Solver doesn't apply glue. That's so annoying. I guess I have to buy it back. Because the thing is, it doesn't pop them all at the same time, so... yeah, I guess I gotta be buying it back and forth, back and forth. Didn't expect 99 to be this hard, honestly. Hang on, this might be a bit easier for me. If I put the glue here, and then Solver to the left, this buys me a bit more time. The village placement is very crucial. So, close. See, we get the same result here, so that's good. Now I have more reaction time. Wait for it. Now. There we go. Plenty of time to react. And then again, yep, okay, there we go. So it requires 3 power cells, basically. And again, I'm assuming I have enough money, because with the new buffs, I can basically Solver solo pretty much up to round 98. Versus last time where I had to keep selling over and over. And yes, now we died to round 100. I can assure you guys there's 0 chance this works, because, well, let me just show you if I Solver the moment it comes in, and then Solver again. Let me show you how much damage we get on it. Hints, it's not a lot. This is about as good as you can do. I'll try Super Glue, just to show you, but it's not going to do it. Only if they stacked, then I could, like, get Solver and then sell for Super Glue, and then reapply it, but that's not how it works. As you can see, Solver has not even done 1 damage phase on the bat, and we know that's not going to work. Super Glue does 50 damage plus 1 with Corrosive, but you see, it's still very bad. So despite all those glue buffs, we only get plus 2 rounds on the Rolling Glue Challenge, but that doesn't mean, again, the buffs aren't significant, because they certainly are. Just for the 1-timer challenge, it is not. This will be a very quick test, but 1 Dart Monkey. Last time I did this was version 12, which is a very, very long time ago. Everything was basically a long time ago. And yeah, 92 was the death with Crossbow Master, so I can just basically skip forward to that round, because there's no point in ever getting an Ultra Juggernaut or a 1 Plasma Fan Club, because that would obviously be way worse than this guy. So yeah, we'll see if the new buffs to it help it. If you didn't know, this update, it lost 2 Pierce, but it now crits more often. Before, it was every 4 to 8 shots, random. Now it's every 5, consistently. So that's overall damage buff, despite the Pierce decrease. And I might need to do some targeting here to make it beat the F-mobs here. Let's just see here. Nope. Okay, looks like you can beat it just fine. That's cool. And there it is. 92 is done. So those buffs weren't, like, insignificant at all. I know, again, that there has been other buffs since version 12 with the Dart Monkey. But yeah. I think even with the buffs, though, 1 Dart will always die to 95. It's just way too hard of a round. And this guy isn't good enough against DTs to beat 30 of them. Nor are the other cross paths, so yeah. If we beat 94, then I'll be happy and satisfied. Alright, so 6 UMGs this time. Round 92 had 4 of them, and Crossmaster beat it easily. Well, I think the damage is looking really good. Despite the Pierce nerf, I think we got it. Yep, 1 more VFB, and there it is. Plus 3 rounds to this update. Just to show you guys, we have 0 chance this round. Just look. I have it on strong for DDTs, but it only gets, like, a third of them before we start falling behind. And then now we die to ceramics. And not to mention the F-mobs in the way, so yeah, that's gonna do it. Again, plus 3 rounds. So it's that time we're gonna be doing the 1 Beast Handler run. The biggest problem with this one run is that, well, you guessed it, to get tier 5s, you need 4 of a tier 4, but with the 1 Beast Handler only, you can't do that, obviously. So that means for this challenge, we're gonna be stuck at using only tier 4s with the Beast Handler. As for which Beast Handler is best, I would probably say Microraptor, rather Middle Path. Again, with the 1 tower test, I am allowed a village as well for camo. So that would just be the general best path for just DPS, now that the Megalodon path got, you know, absolutely wrecked. I think if the 1 tower run ends up being a little underwhelming, we may try maybe a 1 tower run allowing merges. But again, we'll see about that. I'm pretty sure in terms of cross-pathing, like, it pretty much won't matter whether I go top or middle, but I will probably end up going bottom, I don't know. Yeah, I really don't expect this to survive very long. It's gonna be the lowest powered T-Rex possible. I think with higher merges, you get, like, a stronger stun duration, a faster cooldown, and of course, damage pierce attack speed. So it's fine for now, but it's gonna be, like, really sketch once we just have no money to spend. I think I may end up swapping between this and the Condor. Yeah, I'll probably be microwaving between the two, just to put balloons back at the entrance if things get pretty far. And then just get back to T-Rex, because there's, like, not really many consequences. Anyways, T-Rex are ready. I believe I just accidentally created a Riga farm, or rather an infinite Riga farm, because this bird cannot one-shot greens, as you see. I'm just gonna change the reticle targeting so that, well, it doesn't blow him back. There we go. Favorite path? Probably bottom, I don't know. The stall effect is nice. Or rather, it's a unique thing to the game, rather than, I guess, middle path. It's pretty generic. It's just a stun. I would say top path if it didn't get, you know, nerfed to the ground, because that's also kind of unique. Like a one-shotting ability that does not one-shot if the balloon is strong enough. So 2 of the 3 paths of the Beast Handler have something new to it that we haven't seen before. And I've heard a lot of people basically saying, yeah, top path is basically like the balloon chipper. And I agree. No wonder why it's so hard to balance. Ain't that right? Again, it should be no surprise that this is going to be a very micro-heavy one tower challenge. Speaking of which, I should already do it ahead of time, because this radius is already so super tiny. Yeah, we just leave it like something like here, and then switch it down to the bottom to clutch up. I feel like because you can micro the Raptor, or rather the T-Rex, Logs is probably going to be similar of a performance to Resort. You obviously just get better coverage with one spot in Resort, and if it was locked to one spot only, then yeah, Resort would be better, but I think I could use the longer length in general. Yeah, I'm getting near micro for 75 here. T-Rex seems to deal with 75 pretty well. Again, as I said before, T-Rex just one-shots Ram, so it makes rounds that have a lot of blimps not too bad, because it doesn't leave like a bunch of pinks or yellows left over. Okay, let's just use a micro for 78. Also easy round. I bet free play is when we'll probably start needing the Condor. Pretty sure if I micro this round too, I will also have enough damage. Yeah, T-Rex actually eats it really quickly. And there goes the ZMG layer. Here's another stun. Back over here. And we did it. 83k to spare. And sadly, nothing to spend it on. Yeah, nice to see. Look, it's taking like 2 chomps to pop Cerams, and it's even sometimes turning into yellow balloons, which is awful. I'm already tired of the micro, and it's just been 1 round. Here's more Cerams. Yeah, I think it's getting Pierce Capped or something. I think we'll only give this a couple tries, because, yeah, we're not going to survive too long into free play, even if I do beat this round. I think it's best to use a stun just to one-shot Cerams, because it just saves so much time. So many chomps that I don't need to waste with the T-Rex. Okay, I am so going to use stun there. And now I don't have a stun for this part, so we gotta get good with the micro. Come on. I'll put it on strong for the ceramics only. Come on. Damn, that was tight. Okay, this is doable. Folks, this is doable. Yep, that's 1 BFE left, I think. Nice. I guess that's why I don't give up so easily. But yeah, I'm pretty sure 82, it's too much. If you saw it took 3 shots to beat ceramics, it will take 6 for fortifieds. If this is too difficult, why don't I just go for the giant condor to push everything back? Yeah, hang on. I'm gonna get 1 more stun off. Come on. Wait for it. And freely sell it for an 024. And yeah. Somehow I forgot I could go for, well, another different beast handler. Pretty sure this also infinitely stuns. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is the better free play tower by a lot. Okay. Condor coming to clutch. Okay, this round is gonna be a T-Rex round. I think I do have to do some Barber Cell action, because as you see, the cooldown's too long. So I need to get it 75% cooled off with a new T-Rex. And it's almost off of the ability. Come on. Alright, I got it off again. Cell. 042. Alright, I don't know why I didn't do it for 81, but it's fine. We beat it. I'll just do it as many times as possible, because I really have too much money to work with. That I should be fine. And 1 more ability. I'm trolling. Alright, I'll take that. I think for this part, like, I have to use the T-Rex to beat all the Moabs, and then if there's only a couple BFEs left, Condor does just fine. It's just Condor needs help if there's too many blimps, but if there's a couple, it can carry. The thing is, we still have to survive like 15 seconds after getting the ability up, because Cerams are beefy. I probably didn't need to sell there, but that's fine. Let's do a giant Condor now. There's only a couple ceramics. I think you want to set it as close as possible so that the distance to knockback is obviously less, so it does more knockbacks. And yep, it can clean up the BFBs, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, I need to get a T-Rex for the ZMG, because Condor doesn't work on ZMGs. So, popped it, and let's have Condor move everything back.
Yeah, Condor OP for cleaning up. 86 I could probably solo with Condor too. Yeah, I think we gotta do some targeting. There we go. Target it so that all 4 ZMGs pop at once. This one's really close. Beautiful. And now we just blow back all 16 big freaking balloons. And I think Condor can infinitely knock back 16 of them, right? Apparently there's a glitch where, yeah, if you pop a BFB or a balloon with a Condor, it doesn't spawn children. Like, there's only one mob coming from BFB. Because usually this should overwhelm. But you see sometimes when it pops. Do you see one BFB? Or one mob when it pops? Yeah, I saw it right there. I gotta find a way for the stun not to hit the BFBs. Because it's doing too much damage to them. So maybe, come on, there we go. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Condor again. And I believe we survive 88 as well, right? Yep, looks good from here. I did lose 2 lives somewhere, but that's fine. It's just a blue balloon. Oh, we still died somehow. Okay, I think for this part, we'll just go ahead and beat the BFBs first, because Condor somehow died to it. And then hopefully the ability comes up for the SRAMs here. Because otherwise I get Pierce Capped. I got it. Nice, nice. And now we just have a bunch of Moabs left. Yeah, this is the only way to beat this round, I think. We gotta beat the BFBs because the Condor can handle. And now it's only ZMG, so that's easy. I think we can make it to round 90. But just very painfully at that. I don't know how I beat Fortifieds, though. There's just way too many of them. Well, I gotta keep sticking to the plan. So leave it on strong. And then use a stun now. Yeah, there's no chance. I gotta use, actually, a Condor here to blow the SRAMs back. Okay, I gotta get all the SRAMs here, come on. Okay. I gotta do some very careful micro. Come on, back to first. Basically, I have to get back to T-Rex if SRAMs are getting... Or if SRAMs are far enough away from the exit that I can stall, like something like this. And now I have to resell it for another ability. Average Beast Handler micro game. There we go. We did it. We beat the F-Moabs. I hope Condor solos these BFBs because I really don't want to do more micro right here. Anything but the dreaded micro. I'll even put the reticle over here, even closer to the middle of the map. So again, less travel distance. More knockback, and I think we're good now. Yep. Round 90 without a tier 5 Beast Handler. That's pretty impressive. Okay, I just need to pop the DT here. And we got this. There we go. Clean. I'm not sure how I'm going to beat this round. But I will basically just stun a bunch of crap. Okay, let's do the following. 2 T-Rexes. 2 abilities, and then I'll Condor the last part here. Just for the couple SRAMs left. And I'll go back to a T-Rex to one-shot the remaining F-SRAMs. Okay, I can't beat these 20 BFBs with the Condor, so I actually don't know if I can beat this. Although I've said that already a lot. But somehow I gotta be able to pop all the Moabs here. And then the SRAMs too. This is rough. Let's get this again. I can't sell back for T-Rex because there's just too many Moabs here. So this has got to do it. So close to getting overwhelmed, but somehow it's staying alive. Even for the SRAMs here. And the Moabs here, okay. Ah, 1 ceramic. I guess we could, yeah, use an Orca for the first time ever. Just to delete a BFB. But the thing is, there's a bunch of SRAMs, so what do? I gotta get back the... Or that's okay, I have 40k, 30k left over still. So I can afford to spend a bit of money here. Let's grab this SRAM there, please, thank you. Let's get back another Orca for just 1 BFB hook in. We can actually have the Orca actually be on first to just snipe the SRAMs. This actually works too, in our favor. Yeah, why didn't I do this earlier? This is actually way better. I'll probably sell now. That's enough BFBs that Condor can do work. Alright, Orca's made an appearance and it's actually been useful. Probably would have been useful in the previous rounds, but I forgot. No way this round's possible? Yeah, I don't think so, boss. Too many Moabs for the Condor to knock back. And T-Rex can't possibly do that much damage. I think we're actually good to call at 92. Just to show ya, even if I keep the Condor, we get overwhelmed very, very quickly. And that's gonna do it. That first one took a while, but I still gotta find out how far, if I allow merges, how long a Beast Handler can survive. So I'm thinking the tier 4 Giga, tier 5 Giga. That's probably the one we'd power up and keep. And we'll probably swap it alongside the Pokey too. Again, just using the same tier 4 combo that you saw in the previous run, but just as a tier 5 version. So just to clarify some things, we are not going to sell the towers after we merge it. We're just going to go for the max one. So 132 out of 132, Giga. I'm just going to call it Giga because the actual way to pronounce Gigantosaurus just doesn't sound right to me, you know? And apparently, Gigantosaurus is correct, even though the first Google result says exactly that. So we're just going to short it to Giga for the rest of the time. I will also make sure to put it in range of the towers here. For those who don't know, you can target the dinosaur wherever it connects the radius to of the merge towers. So right now, Dino basically has full map range if we wanted to give it full map range. There might have been some merit to going for the max Pokey first, but I'm pretty sure this does better bad damage. So if this can make it to 119, I want to say that this would survive longer. And I guess if there's too many balloons, then yeah, Pokey may struggle. Meanwhile, Giga's ability, if you get it off, it just eats everything. And there it is. Tier 5 Dino. We'll even put it walking on water. Yeah, put it on water here. That's the chef's kiss spot. And now we'll just go ahead and make sure it has truly infinite range by putting some beast handers up here too. And just like that, we are now max. So this is all I can get. It is gonna be a pain in the ass switching towers though, if Giga does end up dying. But hopefully for this run, we're only going to be able, or going to need to switch like once or twice. You need to get another horned owl to max it out. Right. Yeah, we're missing 3 out of 6 here, guys. We gotta get that tiny bit of power. Yeah, we're gonna start needing abilities already for early 100s. You see, even at a max 132, the attack speed is not fast enough to catch up with, like, purples. This round's interesting. I'll use an ability now. Hopefully it comes up for 118. Yep, it's back up again. Yeah, and that's the perk with the Giga. It has a fast cooldown, the higher power. And yep, we are able to get to 119. It should be able to be 119 too. Look at all that damage per chomp. That's actually nuts. Again, mind you, this is an unbuffed one without even giving like overclock, homeland, all that. I know beast handers themselves count as a buff, but still. Again, maybe not too impressive because the one super, Dartling, and Spike Factory all had towers about the same cost as this guy, if not even cheaper. And they also made it to like 120s plus. So this is actually accurate for the amount you're spending on it. DETs here, I have leaked. I think what I'll do is put on strong. Again, the ability doesn't go through layers if I recall correctly. So it's best to just use the ability. Use the ability after DTs have popped on their top layer. So I'll keep doing that. I'm leaking Ceram still. I'm trying to see if I can stall for the ability again. But maybe this run is the run. Ah, come on. It takes too long to merge. Like, if I sell the tower and rebuy, you see it, all the T-Rexes just default back. So it would take a lot of time to get it back if I wanted, like, multiple abilities off. I know we can get 2 in the early ability, but I just don't know if that's worth it or not. I mean, I guess if it beats all the Cerams, then yeah, it's good. What if I used it now? How does it, yeah, how does that look? I have all these done in the middle there. And I just have it in the corner. Back to first now. It seems like a really funny run. A weird run, but promise? Nah. Alright, I've tried long enough. I'm gonna just go for the Pokey, alright? So let me just sell everything, and I have definitely enough money for a Pokey. Alright, well, this is our only other shot, so let's see what a Pokey can do. I need to change the reticle targeting very smartly, so if it starts falling behind, make it so that it doesn't need to move as far for the next DTs, if you know what I mean. Like this, for example. And then the further they get, just move them again, like something like here, for less travel time. I think that's going to work. Alright, cool. Again, this was a pain to set up in the first place, so hopefully I don't need to go back to a Giga after this round. Yeah, that was the first try. So much easier than the Dino. Unfortunately, this round's also might be harder than 126. So again, smart targeting on all the crosshairs. Yeah, look at that rapid knockback. when things are, like, really close to range. That's really satisfying. Back up here. Back over here. And I think we got this, guys. We got this. Yep. Mind you, this is cheaper than a Max Giga. Just for reference. Yep, this is the power of the Max Pokey. We just don't need to worry at all against anything that's not DT round. Because that knockback is just so strong. I think the next hard round's probably going to be, yeah, 138. That has even more DTs than 128. So if I had to guess, that might do it for us. Yep, here we go. So again, smart targeting. Now thinking about it, yeah, Resort probably might be a better map for this bird. But honestly, I just have to do more micro. And Logs is almost as good as Resort. If not even better. It's falling behind though. I can't. Nope. I like this spot. This spot catches them and then puts him back at the entrance. I just have to make sure to retarget if it gets further like this. And it's falling behind now. If that happens, you're screwed. But we got to the end of the round. Come on, bird. Nope. If it chases that, I can't. I can't. So we have in the sweet spot again. I just don't know what I gotta do. Probably just, again, go fast. Yeah, I have to do something like that. Nope. This is gonna be hard. Looks good so far. Let's watch very carefully. And it's falling behind. GG. Actually, hang on. There's a chance. There's a chance, please. Oh, this is so close. Nope. Okay, I'm just gonna test one time with Resort. We put it, the reticle right here. So the travel time is very little. As you see, everything is clumped up. But now that it's chasing, I bet something's gonna leak in. Yeah, when it chases, that's bad. It wastes too much time blowing things back. It needs to clutch up over here. Come on. Nope. Yeah, Resort is not even not better by Logs at all. Well, that's it. 92 with tier 4 Beast Handlers, but 138 when you get tier 5. So that's pretty good. So Radidoom got a buff. I am going to showcase it in the One Dartling redo. If you want to take a look at the patch notes, basically the first target that Radidoom hits gains plus 55 damage, which is a lot. It's only one target, but that actually, I actually kind of like that that change, because Radidoom was lacking in Moab Bomb Power, so that really helps with the bat popping, as long as you know, target it right or place it right. I think it normally does like 25 damage, so that's like 3x plus more damage on the first target it hits. On top of that, there's also a lot of other Dartling changes, such as the Laser Cannon. Laser Cannon Pierce, up from 4 to 6. Also, they, as usual, NK likes to make the cross paths easier too, or rather, more dilemma for what to choose. So, they made it so the 302 Laser Cannon increased Pierce from 6 to 9. Nice. Granted, for the One Dartling challenge, I don't think I'm going to use, the Laser Cannon. I don't remember what I did, but I believe it's something like Hydra Rocket for round 28 into Plasma Accelerator. Like, you don't even need to stop at Laser Cannon, you just skip to Accelerator. Because Laser Cannon can't pop leads, so there's no point using it for a One Dartling challenge. Am I going to use 502 or 520? That's a good question, because they also buffed the cross-pathing for 502. They made the beam wide. They increased the width from 6 to 9. Nice again. But I don't think it's going to be better than attack speed, right? They also changed the beam width for the accelerator 2 to 3 and the focal point size from 4 to 6. But again, I still think more damage is better than thickness. So we're going with Triart strat, thickness. Oh, also, in case you're wondering, the round that the One Dartling got to is 128, so we have a lot of ground to cover. Anyways, build up to Hydra Rocket's easy. We'll go for the 230, I guess, because, I guess from Battles 2, I now learned that Laser Shock is pretty good, or the accuracy is pretty good with, Dartling here. And then again, we'll sell it for PXL when the time comes. Although, I guess purple is right. Hang on. I think we might do a little more thinking about, like, when to change the towers. But regardless, this, Hydra Rocket should defend for a long time. We can even do Rocket Storm for, more Pierce and the ability to for more damage. I could get a Rocket Storm. I could get Peak Cell, but then I gotta sell it on 62. Anyway, so I feel like I should just go Rocket Storm and hope that's enough for 61 rounds. And you know what? I feel like trying it, so why not?
We'll go Rock turn first. Actually, probably shouldn't even drop the village. I'm just realizing it's a waste of 1k. Because, like, I already have camo for the most part. Every Darling Cross path, I think you want to go camo. Like, for example, top path, you want attack speed. Middle path, you already get it. And bottom path, you want attack speed too. So I don't see any reason why I need a village. So I think after this round, I'll sell for peak sell. And then I get actually afford a Readum, I think, on easy mode. On round 78. That's my guess, though. It is easy mode, and Readum got price buffs like many updates ago, so yeah. Actually, I'm just kind of curious if Rockstone can beat this, first off. Can it beat round 63 waves? Yay or nay? Seems like the answer is not really so quickly. Boom. Before I lose lives. I lost road spikes. Do I keep this run? I guess I do because road spikes aren't really that useful anyways. Sure. But yeah, see how good PXL is? It's pretty nutty. Now I'll lock into place. Oh wow, it's so cheap on easy mode. 68k. What a bargain. We'll definitely afford... Yeah, we'll definitely make 20k in like 14 rounds, I think. So, I am very close to Readum. Yeah, the money's like damn perfect. If not, I would have had to do some other shenanigans, but it looks like Readum will get it and we'll beat everything for the next like 20, 30 rounds, 40 rounds actually. So if I take a look at my old one Darling Redo, I had to start selling on 119 because it couldn't beat the bad layer. So we'll check back, I guess, when 100 and 119 comes, so we can see just how much bad damage, or how much extra bad damage the Readum does. Here's round 100, by the way, in case you're wondering how much better the bad damage is. I also noticed, I did test this in Sandbox before I tried this run. You do see that it starts way faster, but you also see there's one problem. Where is the Laser Shock? I didn't see a single DOT on that bat there, nor on the DTs, or on the ZMGs. In fact, if you watch closely, look at the ZMG here. There's no Laser Shock for some reason. Even though, like, it's not the first target sometimes, it just doesn't... There's just no Laser Shock on it. So this is really bad, because I feel like this could ruin how far the run gets, because I might have to redo this once that bug gets fixed. But I guess you can see how far it gets right now, in the meantime. Despite the fact that, yeah, it doesn't apply Laser Shock on the first balloon. Very strange bug. Okay, so we can beat 118 here, right? Yeah. If you guys recall, again, it got to 119 solo. As I said, I needed a MAD to beat 119 last time, but I'm pretty sure I can beat it with Readum itself alone. Just watch. Again, it's bugged, so the first one doesn't have Laser Shock, but still, it pops pretty quickly. So I'm just gonna focus the first target always on a bad, if I can, over ZMG, like this. See what I'm doing? Target this one. Target two at once. Oh wait, DTs. Nice. Last one, and you see Darling solos. Very nice. I wonder if we need to get a mat at all this run. I'm honestly wondering. Because there's no bats that spawn, like, until 140, which we're probably not going to get to. It's just DTs, which I guess maybe Matt does a little bit better, but the thing is I don't have the ability up to start the round. That's the biggest problem. In fact, money isn't really an issue if I legit don't have to sell the entire game. Oh yeah, in case you need to clarify the rules, with every one tower, it's always 0-2-0. No drone jumps, just because it's, you know, a damage buff, quote-unquote. The camo is just to help towers that don't normally see camo, and I give it to everything else to be fair. And for heroes, it's always a MIB, just so that it's fair to heroes that are one-dimensional, like Gwendolyn, that can only pop, or can never pop purples. Alright, 128. This is the round that we gotta beat, guys. So, let's see. Right now, it seems like the first DT does have Laser Shock, so I don't know when the bug occurs. Please don't die, though. Nope, we're dead. I don't know if this round is doable at all. Like, even with selling. Like, let me show you here with a MAD. You see, the ability isn't even up. And I'm gonna die to ceramics before then, so... GG, maybe? Yeah, it seems like we can't even gain a round, even with the buff rod, but it doesn't matter. It's still better overall late game. Like, don't get that wrong, it's just in the one tower test, you can't really do much to, well, improve this, because Resort is the best map because of the straight line. But even with the straight line, it falls. One last try with the Dartling gun all the way on the right side. In case maybe it can snipe some balloons a little bit better. I don't think I can do any wiggle here. Because the DOT is still on those DTs. Well, that one was better, I feel like, but we're still dead, so... Okay, before I actually quit, one last try. Apparently this might do better. Like, you know, snipes the balloons at the exit. Let's see. No. Looked like I had a chance, but unfortunately, no. I'm desperate. One last try with the Ray of Doom on the bottom side. Does it work? Yes or no? Oh my god, it works. Don't speak too soon. Oh my god. Wait, why did we, that was so close. But I feel like the reason why we lost is because the BFEs came in so that the extra single target damage applied on non-DATs. I feel, yeah, without the glitch, this would be doable. Or maybe closer than it currently is. But I think that's the end for the one Dartling challenge. Overall, without the glitch, well, I think Ray of Doom is in a much better spot. It's actually a really good buff to give it, because giving it more damage would still mean it's bad against single target, but at least it's a better use for the late game stuff. So good job, NK. So just because I feel like that one Dartling run wasn't enough to showcase the power of the buffed Ray of Doom, I'm gonna go ahead and go to Sandbox and try out 140. Now I know it's probably not going to pop the bad, but I want to see how much damage it can do. I'm switching to logs, by the way, just because it's a longer map, and since there's only 2 balloons this round, it really doesn't matter, at least with straight lines for Resort. Because right now I can micro, so I can just target the beam to affect the first bad at all times. Now, there are logs in the way, but I think even with that, this would do more damage than Resorts. However, it doesn't look like we're going to pop it, because we got to 40% and it's halfway, but it might be pretty damn close. I think we might be able to get to the last damage phase. That's damage phase number 3, by the way, so that's 60% gone. Meanwhile, even if we do like get close to popping it, we're not even close to the second bad. But still, regardless, a pretty nutty buff as long as you target your Ray of Doom correctly. So we did get to the last damage phase, and you can see the amount of bad damage it did this round, 200,000 damage and a little bit more. So it feels like with a little bit of support, you can indeed do the majority of damage of around 140 with a Ray of Doom. And that'll do it. Again, I feel like this is definitely a buff that the Ray of Doom needed, and hopefully it makes it worth bringing now in the late game. We're gonna redo one Heli for multiple reasons. So I did already redo it, I believe, in a previous update. But then, right after that, the free play rounds got changed. And I didn't actually go back to redoing it yet, because Heli did go past round 100. Now I gotta redo it again, though, because again, the rounds are changed. And the Marine got changed a little bit. I don't know if this is gonna change how high the round it gets to, but basically, I don't know if it's buff or nerf, but Marine's duration lasts longer, but its pierce is lower. Basically, what that means is that you don't have downtime anymore on a Marine. Even without Energizer, you will have the Marine at all times. So that's the cool thing. I believe it's 33% less pierce. So it went from 30 to 20. That's quite a lot. Like, its max power is down 33%. In exchange, again, you have the 25% downtime has been patched. So it's just basically more reliable in return for a wee bit less damage. Yes, and again, Odyssey is broken, or rather, Challenge Editor is broken, so I can't continue games if I back out. It's all the same thing anyways. I'm gonna start from round 1, because I have to... I might end up using less, Marines, because other Helis can beat around. And I believe, yeah, I do read comments. YouTube comments contribute to popular belief. Some of you may think that I don't read comments at all, but I do. I have seen a few comments on the last time I redid one Heli, which is like a few months ago. 1 or 2 months ago, not too long ago. But apparently you can beat rounds with Apache Prime without selling for Marine. So I'll try to do that, but I'm not going to break my back if I have to do some insane micro to beat around without Marine. You know? So Heli got to what, 102 last time, or what? Alright, here's the plan for 95. I think I can beat it with only one Marine. I don't recall what I did last time. Did I use 2 Marines? Because what I could do is simply beat the purples right now. Drop Marine here. By the time I get, get this back, give me Apache. Oh, crap, I'm slow. Alright, I probably lost, but let me just see if I can pull it out. Come on, Marine. Go with a good use. Come on. Alright, cool. Even though I messed up badly, it looks like only one Marine's good enough to beat this round, which is pretty epic. Okay, so Marine cooldown reduced, not duration. Okay, thank you. I messed that up. So it doesn't actually do anything for right now. In fact, it's a nerf. It's a nerf for 1 Terra because I'm supposed to be buying or selling. So this does not help us survive longer, which stinks. Okay, so for some reason, I just took a look at the recording. Yeah, I used 2 Marines to beat 95 for some reason. Even though you can see there, I can easily beat 95 with only one Marine. Weird. So right there, I just save money by not being stupid. So let me sell for Marine when they're all balloons, like this. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So now we get Marine. So we stall up for 99. Alright, sweet. So we do this. Oh, we get the money crate too. Forgot about that. Nice, nice, nice. And then strong and follow mouse. We should be fine here, right? It's actually still pretty close. Holy crap. Surprisingly not good. What? Okay, so let's get this right. Maximize DT damage like this. Again, straight line action is what you want. You want to basically damage DTs. So, Marine on strong. Heli. Straight line action. Come on. Straight line. I know they nerfed Marine Pierce, but does it actually affect 99 here? I don't want to do double Marine, but that would basically put me at the same amount of money as last time. Because I did save some money from 95. So yeah, let me try against the grain. Like for the exit here. See this? Okay, that's probably better, but I have to make sure it doesn't stop attacking. Okay, so I move it down now for the straight line. It's not really straight. Yeah, I'm probably going to... You know what, let me just try double Marine just to see what's up. What's up with this strategy? So I do that, I put on strong. I charge another Marine up. I guess in this spot, right here. Spam it. I'll leave this one on first, just cause. And then we go for Apache Prime. If I had to guess, a lot better. But again, I didn't want to do this, because money. I need money. Yeah, I knew it was going to be an easy win. I knew it. But whatever. So let's see, I believe on 101. Yep. Don't gotta do anything. This round I definitely gotta do something. I pretty much already know that. Now, do I have to actually stall 101? Not really, not really. Actually, it would help for sure. If I stalled it so I got the Marine cooldown, but... I don't know. First, or follow mouse and then strong. And, yeah, we'll just take it from here. I don't even know if I go for 3 Marines, because look at the money. I got 10k only at this point. It's not a lot of money. I'm probably dead. Yeah, the other Marine timed out. Okay, so I need 3 Marines, I'm pretty sure. So, 3, sell. Strong. Drop it. Another one. I just used downdraft to blow out the ceramics. So we focus on DTs. And we died. We almost died. Now we died. Oh my god, I got 1k. So I'm dead 103 then. Unless... No, there's no DTs. I could potentially survive it, but... I cannot sell A Prime anymore. I'm out of Marines. Or money, rather. So triple Marine to beat this round. We will beat it, right? Yes, we will. Barely. So yeah, 1 Marine 95, 2 Marines 99, and then 3 at 102. So this round is purples, so A Prime can beat that. I don't know about these mobs though. I'm liking this. I'm liking this too. Look at that, straight line action. Kind of. Not anymore. No, looks like this is beatable, but I don't know about the ZMGs. Look at that. There's like 10 fortified ZMGs. So, at least I can stagger, because I can micro this thing. But it's still... I think there's just too many ceramics. Look at that giant clump. It kind of looks like there's a chance. But that could still be a lot of fortified BFBs. So you never know. So, straight line action. Straight down. Let those leak. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. No, it's very close. I probably have to redo this. With insanely good micro. Okay, this run actually looks kind of good. Oh boy. Now at this point I kind of don't want to give up because it looks doable. There's one ZMG that I might kill. After this part, there's just, yeah, 3 BFBs here, right? It's not clumped. I'm gonna choke this. I'm against the grain. Don't shoot against the grain, holy crap. Holy crap, 73 lives. Well, I know it's doable now. I know it's doable. Against the grain, guys, against the grain. Done? Jeez, done. Alright. So it is doable, but you had to micro. Good. This round might just be death. It's not just about, I know, like, it's only one more round. Why try so hard? I mean, it's always about pushing it to limit, you know? So I kind of had to, if it would look that close and doable. I think we can call it 104. This looks way harder than 103. This is definitely impossible, right? Yeah, no way. So, round 104 this update for the Heli. Up 2 rounds from last time I did it, which was before free play had a predetermined round. So, overall, it's not bad considering there weren't really many buffs given to it. Aside from the, again, Marine buff, or nerf. We're gonna redo, Darling next. So, this didn't get buffed or changed, but I know a lot of people mentioned when I last did it, in the last update, that Logs isn't the best map for Darling. There is Resort, which overlaps a lot, so Radium is way better. So, I'm gonna redo it on Resort, starting from round 101, with the same starting cash. Oh yes, one more thing, a nerf. Rocket Storm cooldown increased, which is pretty bad. Because I kind of sometimes use that when I sell for the mad. So where is the best Darling placement? I guess here's fine. We don't need Village, right? No, it doesn't increase anything. Maybe I should place it a little further back. Maybe I don't know if the beam actually applies right on the intersection. If that's the case, I might want to restart it. Because I feel like it's kind of on top. You know what? Let me just do that. Just in case. I don't even know if it does, but there's no harm putting it a little further back. In case you're wondering, like, how I forgot Resort over Logs. Well, I mean, I just kind of forgot, because I almost always do these 1 towers on the same map Logs. There's only a few exceptions, like when I did Pat Fussy and Cubism, but, you know, I kind of forgot that I did on another map. It's just kind of muscle memory to always do it on Logs. Yep, 117. Also looks good. If you recall, I had to sell for mad that round. But right now, straight line action looking pretty good. And even here, still a good amount of track length left. This round looks most likely like I gotta pull up mad. I mean, it's not a big deal because it's the only bad round till 140, you know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, right, the umbrellas too, god damn it. Yeah, alright, let's get a mad. Yep, we need a mad. I'm not gonna cross path to save money. Plus, why don't I just keep it till, it pops. Can I clean up the ceramics, please? Screw it, I can't. I'll just go back for the Radium. This is a bit of a worse spot because the umbrella's in the way, but whatever. Whatever. So basically, the next fortified DDT round is the round where it might be a problem. Let me just check when that is. Wow, there's no fortified DDTs until 128. Holy crap. That bodes well, because, yeah, Darling just might snatch the highest 1 tower only from Super. Now, I didn't redo Super yet, but I will eventually. Come on. Yeah, I'm kind of scared about this part, even though I thought I was pretty confident that we wouldn't need to sell it. Good. Come on. Oh, I'm dead. Oof. Okay. I need to do some things here. 1, 2, 3 is hard. So basically what I'm seeing is that the Moabs that are here, they need to be damaged a little bit so that I can just leave it in place. And it'll pop. Because right now, if I leave a full HP fortified Moab on the last row, I'm pretty much dead. I'm deader than Donald Duck. So I just gotta sprinkle damage on all these. Like, that's not good. One of those Moabs were not, like, had some, didn't have any HP taken off. Okay, this looks good. This looks really good. Just had to get a good draw on what popped first. And then, yeah, sprinkle the damage. And we're good. Close call, though. Any other rounds with fortified ZMGs? Yeah, it's gonna be tight. Just like fortified DDTs. Okay, so we've already passed 1 super pre-26.0. Again, not a surprise because this is pretty much the same cost as an anti-balloon. And an anti-balloon is what you would get in 1 Terror only, because you can't afford Legend. It's so funny, like, again, I do read comments. Some people are like, why didn't I get the Legend of the Night in the 1 super challenge? And yeah, I don't think there's any saving those people. Alright, so I need a Mad here, for sure. For sure. I don't even know if I get the cooldown in time. That's the concern. Look, it comes immediately. Well, I mean, I do have the ability. Well, no. I don't know. I don't have the ability when I lose. So I would need to beat 127 with the cooldown up in time. If there's any chance of beating this. So when's the right time to sell this? Are there DDTs here? If there's DDTs, it sucks. Okay, it's only, this. Sell. Don't pop, don't pop, don't pop. Well, I mean, I did charge cooldown a little bit, but that might have been a little bit, not enough. I'm probably gonna have to restart all over again, so there we go. Stuns galore, and the cerams run through. So let's restart all over. Like that. That's good. I don't know about that, actually. Laser Shock killed it. I don't know what I can do about that. Unless I get Laser Shock in the Mad, but that's worse, guys. The reason why I'm going Bonipath. It's only a few ceramics, but that's enough to kill me. Isn't that crazy? It's just 5 ceramics. Maybe I can tank it. Nope. 260. Are you saying Rocket Storm is better ceram damage? We'll give it a try. Alright, 042. Is that better? I mean, it's more accurate. Okay, we actually almost survived that. But I think I need Top Path or what? Come on. I think Pierce is actually kind of good too. Because there's so many ceramics, but whatever. Oh, nice, we did it. 155. But the ability is not even up in time, so holy crap. That's how garbage it is. So, when do I sell? Now. Not gonna work, guys. Not gonna work. Wait, I can't even buy what? I can't even buy Ray of Doom? That's interesting. The money wasn't even there for Ray of Doom. Although maybe I might have done the math wrong when I put it back in. But either way, I don't think I would have been 128, like, regardless, because there were 39 fortified DDTs. So that was kind of a waste of time to try 127 again, but either way, that's it. 128 for the Ray of Doom, the Darling Gun. Currently, the #1